Hopefully we're recording. Apparently it didn't record the sound again last night, unfortunately. So,
didn't it?
Good.
So,
unless I better get this now.
yeah, you've been recorded now. So welcome to January's F&GP meeting. Apologies for everybody seeing.
Thank you. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Propose that.
proposed by Councillor Williams, seconded by Councillor
Yeah.
Williams, all in favour of accepting
Yeah.
apologies. Okay. 23-24-128 disclosures of interest. Any declarations of interest from councillors for items?
Prince of Wales. Just put Prince of Wales Park. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
John's standard Prince of Wales Park declaration. We've got no written requests.
No.
Okay. So 23-24-129. The minutes of the previous meeting. Does anybody have any comments or corrections on the minutes of the previous meeting?
No. Oppose them.
No,
Proposed by Councillor True, seconded by Councillor Good. All in favour? Yeah.
I'm abstaining.
One abstention. 23-24-130 confidential items to be discussed after item 140. Does anybody have anything they think needs to move? Nope.
No.
23-24-131 public participation. We have no members of the public. 23-24-132 the allotments, to receive an update on the allotments and to agree any actions, including plot numbering. Are we still awaiting men's shed? We haven't got Andrew or David.
I'm not sure that they actually have any updates on that, to be honest, but obviously we'll try. I'll liaise with them via email.
Okay. Asbestos survey.
One quote, so we're waiting for another one. Debbie ended up putting a post out on Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, how long have we been waiting for quotes?
A long time.
Yeah, this has been on the agenda for quite a while, but after putting a post out on Facebook at the beginning of the week, we got a quote through this week from somebody who saw that post.
Okay, so but I think we've waited long enough. So next month,
we've
got
whatever
quotes we've got, bring them so we can make a decision.
Yeah, agreed.
And then allotment policy review. Given that we did Steve's comments on the habitats bit last night, we should review the allotment policy and just make sure it does cover off all the appropriate bits. I think it probably does, but are we looking for people to review it?
Yeah, it gets reviewed every year before April, the start of the year, financial year. So we normally start in about January, so it would be the allotments councillors and the staffing team that have a look at it first before it comes back to finance.
Yeah. Okay, so you need to set up a meeting with councillors Heseltine and Fenton and the staff and ensure that it does meet all that. Okay.
Also, sorry, there was also a request this week from plot.
That could go ahead. Yeah. So. Path for 27, aren't we?
Yeah.
Whether they can do it or not. Because I know Debbie was saying to me today the guy wants to do it this month before his wife goes off for surgery, so we'll have to try and chivvy our allotment councillors along to make a decision, I think. We'll do that outside the meeting. Anything else on allotments? No. Okay. 23-24-133 speed devices. It was on the schedule of payments, wasn't it?
Yeah, so as soon as it's been paid for, it should we should have some progress.
Oh, good. Right.
But we are waiting for that money to go into the Unity Bank before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions or queries on 6?
No, that could come off the agenda eventually.
Yeah.
Once it's up,
What time?
Yeah, I thought it was already up, but it's not. Obviously, we're paying for it first.
yeah, we'll go for it first. 23, 24, 134, bank reconciliation, statements, balances, budget monitoring. Well, I think we did A and B last night,
Yeah.
really, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't think it's an issue, is it?
Okay. Carried. No.
Yep.
Sorry.
Proposed by
Yeah,
Councillor
yeah.
Good, yeah. Seconded by Councillor True, all in favour,
Yeah.
yeah. So the bank balances are, bank balance, what is it?
Yeah, so the Unity Bank balance is £2,365.07 today.
It's gone up.
I thought it had gone up.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. We might have got some.
I think we might have got a VAT rebate.
Oh, right.
because I thought it was about £1,300 in it yesterday.
tea back.
Right.
So Nicola knew that was due in. So the public sector deposit fund, 243,334. 80,000 as soon as they organise it from there, because the forms have been sent off.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So if we move on then, 23, 24, 135, grants to consider the grant application from Friends of Prince of Wales Park.
I don't think it's a problem.
I don't think
Asking
it's a
for,
problem.
considering what they put forward. And
I nearly embarrassed myself by this because I looked at the quote and it was from Travis Perkins and I thought, bloody hell. I thought, heck, that's a lot of money. And then I got the tablet out before I came tonight and scrolled it across again and they've got
It's a lot of wood.
it is a lot of wood.
Yeah.
It's a to me it's a better product because the first one was a softwood tannalised one, a big one.
Second one's open.
And this is
This is a big sleeper.
yeah, lesser section, but it's oak, so that'll keep better. Yeah.
But I wondered, just out of interest,
£435 the one.
Pardon?
£435.
No, it's 500.
no, 738 or something or other. But
They're
the full.
applying for four.
See,
They're applying for 430. They're not asking
Yeah.
for a huge amount.
No.
this is what I didn't understand. It says C attached.
Yeah.
So refurbishing or replacing 14 benches in the park. C attached. Well, attached is the Travis Perkins.
Yeah.
Then it says what are the full costs? 630.
Right.
But the quote is 728.
Yeah.
So
But
that's a dissonance to me.
but there's another
There's another
quote.
quote.
There's another quote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I nearly embarrassed myself because I didn't see that.
Oh, okay. This
That's from Estate, and that's where I'd get my. I would have gone for it, and it's
I think all they're looking for is just to put 2 pegs in the ground and put a plank on the top.
But that's
That's
528.
I think they're already there.
that?
They're not
Hang on,
actually looking
sorry.
to put.
No, they're just
benches
replacing.
leasing,
They're just replacing
I
them.
think we ought to.
Absolutely.
I propose it.
I'll second it.
Just
One
before, the only thing is,
640.
they've already had 2 grants this year. Our grant policy says we wouldn't ordinarily give someone more than 1 in a rolling 12-month period.
Right.
But I think what that throws up for me is actually we need to review the grant policy
Indeed.
because we can make exceptions. I
Yeah.
think they
We-
want it,
we
and
have in the
and
past,
we
yeah.
have, and we should.
But it
Yeah.
does say usually, doesn't it?
It does. We have some wiggle room.
Yeah.
But I think we need to look at the grant policy.
Yeah.
Because for me, it'd probably be more sensible for us to have a value.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
so-
Because,
No greater than
But-
5,
but-
10,
but-
whatever.
Yeah,
Because-
so we won't give anyone more than
10 grand.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
£2,000 or whatever it is,
because
or
what-
whatever number we pick.
because what happened with the last grant that they applied for, they wanted more, but they took a less. They took a lesser amount. You know, all the projects. So yeah.
I'm still wondering, John, maybe they're going to refurbish park benches or replacing park benches with sleepers.
Right. So all you've got in parks is you've got 2 sleepers in the ground
Yeah.
up to an appropriate chair height, seating height,
Like
and
that.
you-
Yeah.
just like that.
You lay it on
Two
top.
pieces of sleeper
Yeah,
up there.
yeah.
You just put. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
You're
I'm envisioning a park bench.
exactly.
There you
You
go.
are, yeah.
So this is a perch.
Yeah, well, you see,
Absolutely, it is. It
This
is.
is a
It'd
you
be
guys
quite
down
fun.
south were spoiled, you see, we don't have it up here.
Well, there's park benches over in the square,
That's of course there
which
is,
look
yeah.
like benches.
Yeah, they are.
So these
They
these
are.
aren't these are
These are
pews.
more rustic.
These
Yeah.
these are pews.
More in
The
keeping with the
seats. These are
environment.
seats. Yeah.
These are pews.
Yeah.
Church pews.
Yeah.
Perches. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. That's. I
But
understand.
you're
where
right, you're right, Chair, that we do need to perhaps
Yeah.
quantify it so that people can be applied next time, so long as they don't exceed the amount in
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
So I think
to a
we need-
maximum of.
Yeah.
I think when we look at, because there's still the ongoing job we haven't done to look at the
Well, that's
standing
not
orders,
on the agenda,
I know.
so I wasn't going to mention it.
standing orders,
Well, it was.
financial regs, and we can roll that in as well because it all needs to.
I was going to mention it
Hang
after the
together.
meeting had closed, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so do I have a proposal for Prince of Wales Park? The true one,
I'm
second by
seconding,
Councillor Good, all in favour of the grant? Okay. They'll be happy.
Yeah. They will.
23, 24, 136 green and clean. To receive
Right,
an
so
update.
two things. As I said last night, next little pick 20th of this month. Bottom of Britannia Street by the
By the
bridge over the canal.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second thing is that probably 2017. Myself and two other councillors, along with Andy Alderson, initially we created three flower beds, we'll call them, on the banking at the Ferncliff Road near the access to the bypass.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Over a number of years, yours truly has extended that and made it into one big bed and planted it. However, yours truly didn't plant it last year and it's got overgrown. But I thought now we have was going to engage a gardener. I'd like to propose that we got a price for somebody to
Tidy it up.
tidy it up. There's two alternatives. This would, when I say two alternatives, they both fit with the biodiversity side of it. One, if it were done and planted up with the plants, which I'm proposing. I did what they call, I call them cornfield annuals. They're an annual thing. You sow them and they flower that year, and they go right through the thing. That's what they could look like.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's my
Oh, that looks good.
that was my back garden before we when there were no plants in it.
Very good.
But it's a number of years ago. The alternative is, which would be equally biodiverse, but just leave it as it is, which is just basically overgrown. But I think it'd look much nicer if it were a bit more formal and it had a load of open flowers for the bees and the.
We've got to.
Do we know if the ward officers, i.e. Andy, has got any plans to tidy it up? I'm just conscious that I do keep seeing the community service people around and about.
Well, it's out at this time because they think it's ours. I've always done it myself. Well, no, there were three of us to start off with, and then Sarah went, and then Edwina went, and so I dug it all over and replanted it for the last 2 years. But I just didn't get to it. I can't remember what it was. I know it's bloody hard work and all, and 77 as well. Anyway,
It will be.
yeah. So that's my suggestion. What you make of that is up to you.
Should certainly do something about it. We've got a biodiversity policy approved only yesterday, which says we've got to look at all our activities, and that's crying out for.
Well,
such
your
an
proposal,
activity.
if we have somebody who's going to do gardening, they can do it into this manner, can't they?
Well, it's looked nice.
No.
I mean, I've got photographs. I'll have.
No, I'm saying it does look something different from what it's there.
Yeah. It
I
stands
don't
out.
see it as
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah.
So is what we're proposing
Is to get.
is it that the gardener stroke handyman we said we would
Well,
For the- for
that's a
allotment.
target for
suggestion.
the allotments, we see
to do that.
if he wants to
Yeah. Give us a quote
give us a quote for that.
Yeah. I'd meet him and tell him, advise him what I'd
Would you
I'd
show him
like.
how to do
I'd
it,
like.
John?
No, because it also says in diversity policy you're not supposed to use weed killer. But I have actually asked Carl if he'd trim it for us, but they haven't done. But I don't think they've done the top either yet, though. You know, they've left all the grass long on the top of that banking, and they've just been cutting the edges, and that's been policy. Whereas when you've got grass verge at the side of the road, they're just cutting a metre, and they're leaving it tilt back end, and then they're just cutting it right
down.
back. Yeah. So that's my proposal. Anybody would like to?
I'll
No, I
second
support
that.
Good.
We
All
can
in
ask,
favour
certainly
then?
ask for
Okay.
the quote, yeah.
So so if you can ask
Yeah.
Debbie or something to, and say I'd meet him.
Same.
It's a him, isn't it?
Dave, be careful what we say.
Very much so.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else on green and clean, John?
No, I think that's fine for
That's
now.
fine.
Yeah.
23, 24, 137, SIL funding. I don't think we've got any updates really, have we? We've not been notified of any more money. No. Bradford are on with the stuff into the park, and presumably they'll come and ask us when they're.
No, but we ought to mention Mike Forrest's email to Bradford, the planning officer, and he got an email back saying not me, Gov, and passed it to someone else. And
What email?
In what respect?
he wrote to the is it Mark Hutchinson?
Oh,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
He wrote to Mark Hutchinson saying, according to my calculations, we're
Yeah.
owed about 45 grand.
Yeah,
And
but we're not.
but Mark Hutchinson wrote back and said, I've got no idea, I don't calculate that, so pass it on to someone else. And it
Yeah, but that's
And she got back to
it's
him.
got past that. It's got past.
she got back to him and said, it's not happening.
It's not happening because it's a change. What's the word? It would I can't say how it's been a like for like, but it's replacing, and there were no sill.
There's no sill money involved.
Charged on it.
Right.
On that, it's on. I think it's those houses where flats were.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah, there is no SIL on that stuff because it's mainly social housing.
Social
There's
housing.
no
So there's
SIL
nothing-
on.
no
There's no
SIL on
SIL
it?
on social housing.
No.
There you are.
The Crosley
Being
Woods, he was
communist.
talking about Crosley Woods, wasn't he? Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so we are where we are.
Yeah.
No more money in the kitty.
Not at the moment. No.
Nothing to hide away, John.
No slush funds.
Well.
Not for your
it's-
slush
Right,
it's a-
okay, we'll move on to 23, 24, 138, risk management, to identify any new or unacceptable risks to the council. So, no slush fund.
Again, I'm going to put my face where it doesn't need to be. The electrical work and the hub, I do have a certain sympathy with the point of view of where Mike is coming from, Councillor Forrest is coming from. The electrician who looked at it ticked the box which said urgent and immediate for the issues. And we are not doing urgent and immediate. He said by Tuesday, that was his email back to the means Tuesday, whereas here we are 6 months later.
That's not right.
No, but that's why he wrote to the committee. He wrote back to all councillors to say,
He did.
in a business sense, urgent and immediate means don't hang around, it means do it by Tuesday. And here we are 6 months later, and we got it to discuss later on, but did we put it on the risk management, and is it an acceptable risk? And do we amend the risk register that
It's on
if
the
the
risk
electrician
register.
says it's urgent and immediate and a danger,
Yeah,
then
but
we're
it doesn't say it's urgent and
No, it
immediate.
does it not?
We discussed it at the last finance
We did,
meeting,
Steve,
and we agreed that the risk
We did.
register as it is
We did.
is
okay.
inclusive,
Okay, well, as long as you're happy.
and that we're addressing all the problems.
But I would say to both you and Michael, Mr. Councillor Forrest, if you seriously think we are wrong, why are you attending meetings
Why are
in
we
this building?
I'm at risk. I want it on the risk register, but pretty much. There's
But
a
you're
risk.
not at risk.
You're not at
You're not
risk.
at risk. What are you at risk for?
Well, because the electrician
Just
says
says you're
it's a
at
risk.
risk,
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying it. I don't know.
The electrician didn't put anything down as absolutely urgent.
I will
It
go
was-
back. I will go back to that form and reread it because Mike was adamant, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But it said to me in Nick when he gave us the.
Well, maybe it's the inappropriateness of the
Leave the building.
maybe it's the inappropriateness of the form being used. Don't know. But it plainly said A, B, or C, and he ticked C, and C, when he looked down at the code, said danger.
Oh, I see. Right. I see what you're saying then.
That's what you see.
That's where
tick
this
the bottom.
come from. Oh,
Yeah, it's the it's the note to the form
Right.
which says, health risk, danger to life, etc. On the little appendix,
Yeah,
addendum.
but it was C1, C2 and C3, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll review and
My understanding
if we're
is
still
we're
where we
not
are
up there.
next month, I'm not coming.
Oh,
So we'll no longer see you then, Mr. Williams.
Well, yeah,
There we go.
well, if it's a danger
Don't
to
do it.
life, certainly.
Yeah, well, okay.
So I think we're okay.
Anything else? We'll take. We'll let you review, and if you come back next month, we can take it again. So 23, 24, 139. Date of next meeting. So it's the 14th.
Valentine's Day.
Feb. Yeah.
swift.
I am not here, you'll be pleased to know.
No, be pleased.
Is that because
I'll
of
be
the
pleased
that
previous
because it's
item?
dangerous?
Just said it, yeah, I'm not coming. Yeah.
I won't be pleased to not
Oh,
to see you not.
Oh, wow. It's Valentine's night, so I'm somewhere else.
All right.
No, I'm actually in South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah. Going on
Very
with
good.
jollies.
Very
You're
good
going
for
to
you.
cause riots over there.
Well, there's enough whites for me to join in without me causing them.
Oh, well.
Right.
Safe
Okay. Let's
journey,
move
mate, safe
swiftly. 23, 24, 140. Exclusion public.
Yeah,
We
propose that
We
and
can
whatever.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay.